Try weird solutions for anxiety. Like when I was socially anxious, I tried smoking weed to cure my social anxiety. Yeah, not a good idea. Weed is not a cure for social anxiety. Weed is a cause of social anxiety. Dude, anyone would be socially anxious if they smoked. Dude, if Hitler had smoked weed, after his speeches, he would have been like, was I being weird up there? Like, that was too much, right? I tried to go for a high five and I like missed the angle. And it was like, everyone did it back. I was like, what the hell is going on? It was so cringe. Was I cringe? You tell me if I was, right? Anyone, bro. It was the worst. So then I stopped smoking weed pretty quickly, and then I started doing a lot of oxycontin. Which, yeah. Crazy jump. From weed to fucking oxycontin. It's like going from one finger in the ass to a traffic cone. I was like, I can handle it. I couldn't. I hadn't stretched, you know? I'm gonna do a couple jokes about oxycontin. You guys should know before I do the jokes that I've been sober 8 years. And thanks. And, oh, that was abrupt. You guys really... Go. Be funny again. So I've been sober 8 years, and you guys should know, if you guys don't laugh at these jokes, I have a couple jokes about Oxy. If you guys don't laugh at them, I will relapse. So I'll do it on stage tonight. I have a pill just in case you're not good enough. Okay, all right. For now, we're good for now. I like to joke about relapsing. I think it's funny. I do it whenever. My friend will be like, dude, sorry, I'm going to be late. The train's delayed. I'm going to relapse. What? No, don't. Well, then don't be late. Don't do the thing that causes it. Sending them a picture with a pill. I think it's hilarious, dude. My friends and family don't think it's funny, I'll tell you that. But it's just a disconnect, you know? It's different once you put in a drug addict. People don't understand drug addiction at all. They overcomplicate it. You know what it is? You know why people get addicted to drugs? They're really good. That's why. Especially Oxycontin. It's unbeatable. But people don't understand. I told my sister I was addicted to Oxycontin. She's like, oh my God, how did that even start? I was like, one time I tried Oxycontin. That's it. It's not a tale. It's not like fucking falling in love in the 40s. Like, well, I saw her sitting there on the park bench. So I sidled up to her. I sat down next to that lass and I said, do you have Oxycontin? I'm trying to get addicted to Oxycontin. It's like, you know, it's just they're really good. I mean, I also wish I hadn't done Oxy just as a drug. Not even because it destroyed my life, which it did. Mostly because you don't get good stories out of the destruction of your life. Because Oxy's a downer and it has weird side effects. So I wish I could join in. When drug addicts tell stories, they have the coolest, like alcoholics, you know? Meth addicts, they have the coolest fucking stories. Alcoholic, oh, dude, one time I got so drunk in Vegas, I woke up in Seattle. Like a meth head, I'll be like, dude, I did meth 3 days straight, I was hard the whole time. How do I join in with that Oxy story? I'm like, one time I didn't poop for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I didn't move the whole 2 weeks. I couldn't get hard at all. And when I did finally poop, it hurt. It hurt quite a bit. And I got hard. I don't know why that's what did it. It sucks. It changes your perspective too. Like once you've been a drug addict, you kind of just, it's different. It's different because like there's things I just don't like I hate like silly humor. I really don't like that. I think it's really fucking stupid. Like puns, I can't stand that. I can't stand puns. I can't stand observational comedy. I think it's dumb as shit. Jerry Seinfeld. I can't laugh at Jerry Seinfeld. I can't do it. I don't understand any of the comedy. You ever notice? I haven't noticed anything in 5 years, Jerry. I've been high on opiates for half a decade. Did you ever notice that snorting Oxycontin makes you feel like a god? You ever notice that, Jerry? You guys sort of like that one. I hate when people say the word addiction. It's so overused. I was talking to my sister recently. She was eating pretzels. She was like, oh my God, I'm just addicted to these pretzels. No, you're not. You know how I know you're not? No addict has ever said it in that tone. You've never seen a fucking addict. Oh my God, I'm like addicted to crack. Seriously, I can't stop with this stuff. No, take the pipe. I will finish it if you don't take the pipe right now. I'm a slut for this shit. It's like pretzels. It's too good. So dumb. I was getting on the subway recently with my friend. This is the difference in perspective. I was getting on the subway. He's never done drugs really at all in his life. We get on the subway. There's a guy smoking crack in the subway, on the subway car. We get on, my friend immediately. Oh, seriously? He's gonna smoke crack on the subway? And he said it in that tone. You know when people speak in a tone that they want the person to overhear? I was like, what the fuck are you doing? This guy, he's a crackhead. He's not gonna, oh my God, I'm so sorry. That's really rude of me. How could I be doing that in a public place? I was like, he's just gonna smoke it, you know? I was like, yeah, he's smoking crack on the subway. Because it's good anywhere. It's crack. Yeah, am I crazy? That's the right place to do crack. I was like, dude, you're way weirder. You bought a book on the subway. That's so much weirder. The subway is not for reading. It's people get on, showtime, the doors open, ding. That's a crack energy. That's where you do crack. Don't get mad at him. He's smoking crack on the crack tube. He's looking at you right now like, what the fuck is this guy doing with a book on the subway? What a freak. Seriously, on the crack tube, he's gonna read a book? I just never even like overdoses, you know? Like I have friends who died of overdoses, and that's always sad. But as an addict, I will tell you this. If there's any solace, if there's any silver lining, it's that there is no better way to go if you're an addict. I am correct. You guys are pulling back. I am 100% right. If you had asked me when I was on Oxy how I would have liked to die, I wasn't going to be like, surrounded by loved ones in a warm bed when I'm 90 years old. I would have been like, oxycontin right now, anywhere. Under a bridge, I don't give a fuck. And I get you can't say that. It's not socially acceptable to say. Certainly you can't say that at the funeral, even if it is correct. He died doing what he loved. Rock climbing? No, not rock climbing. Rock smoking. Actually. Well, that's the only thing I like about having done drugs. People treat you different. They treat you like you're very wise. Just because I was a drug addict. What did you learn? What do you know now that you didn't before? And I have to bullshit. I'm like, so much. So much. The fragility of the human experience. First of all, you know, life is like water through your fingers. It can be lost at any moment. You got to appreciate it. Morality is inherently subjective. I know that for a fact. But that's all bullshit. You know what I learned from doing oxycontin is I fucking love oxycontin. And when I'm on it, Tosh.0 is hilarious. That is fun. That's comedy to me, dude. And I don't want to make it seem like you should do drugs. You shouldn't do drugs, but I really don't know how to get people to not. I don't, because like what they did for us, at least for me, it didn't work. In 7th grade, they brought in a recovered addict to teach us not to do drugs. And so now the issue with that is he was recovered. So he was doing totally fine. He was totally okay. They were like, don't do drugs, or else you'll end up like him. And he was like, hey guys, I'm Michael. Nice to meet everyone. Super excited to talk to you all today. You're like, what's wrong with Michael? They're like, I run a successful business and I have a wife and kids. And you're like, so it kind of worked out for Michael. Everything he said was encouraging. He was like, I used to suck dick for heroin. And I was like, I've never been that passionate about anything my entire life. I want to find my heroin, you know? And I did. It was oxycontin. That was my heroin. Why is he a recovered addict? Bring in a current addict. Seriously. That's a much more effective deterrent. Bring a current heroin addict to a 7th grade classroom. Don't do drugs or else you'll end up like him. And he's... I'll suck your dick for $5. You're 14 years old. You're like, okay, I don't want to become that. but $5. I do want him around. Also, he has no teeth. The thing about addiction, you might not know this, you might know it. Addiction just changes forms. It never stops. It just goes all that time and energy I spent doing drugs and getting drugs and being high, all that just went, like all that time, it was just empty now. I had nothing to do. So you have to fill that time with stuff. I started jerking off a ton. I was jerking off, dude. Jerking off so much I had to say it different. I was jerking off. That's what I was doing. I was watching porn when I did it. I got addicted to porn for a while, I was addicted to porn. I could not stop with that stuff, seriously. Take the computer, I'll finish it if you don't take the computer. Or it'll finish me, actually, if you don't take it. And by the way, I'm gonna do a couple jokes about porn addiction. You guys should know before I do the jokes that I will relapse if you don't like them. I'll relapse right here tonight. Oxy and porn. Some of you thought I was being serious for that? You did? You guys went, uh-oh, that's not good. I don't want to see that. I'm kidding. I'm all fine, dude. This is when I knew I had a problem with porn, is I was watching a porn and I recognized the director. That's bad. They're not even in the video. I just recognized the style. It was like a Woody Allen. I was like, oh, I know he's an auteur. And the second I thought that, I was like, oh, I've got a pretty big issue here. I've got to see someone about this. I also knew because I was canceling plans to watch porn. That's kind of how you know. I wouldn't tell anyone, obviously. No one knew. No one's that open about, yo, what are you doing tonight? Watching porn, buddy. What are you doing? I didn't say it. I would use coded language. You know, they call me up. Dude, what are you doing? I'd be like, I'm getting my stepsister out of the washing machine. Yeah, she's stuck in there. I got to get her out. Yeah, 8 black guys are coming over tonight, and they're delivering a sausage pizza. POV. It's funny. You guys really pulled back on this portion, and they still liked it. Interesting. That's an interesting. Anyway, the first person I ever told, because you don't want to tell people. It's weird. You guys are pulling back immediately. So you don't want to tell people. The first person I told was my therapist, and I'll never forget what he said. He said, it was pretty funny. He goes, well, you're probably not addicted to porn. You probably have a compulsive behavior that you can't stop doing. I was like, isn't that the same thing? I was like, I think I need a new therapist. He was like, no. I told him, I was like, I think that's the same thing. And he was like, I was like, what? You're my therapist. Don't you got me. All right. Well argued. I'll help. I'll help. I was like, what are you doing, dude? And he was like, okay, fine. And he was like, I think you should go to a support group for guys with porn addictions. And I was like, I'm good. I don't want to do that at all. And he was like, I think it could help. I was like, it could also make me deeply uncomfortable forever. And he was like, Jamie, what incentive do I have not to help you? And I was like, well, your whole business model is you make money because I'm fucked up. So I guess you have a financial incentive not to help me. And then he was like, Jamie, are you going to go to the group or not? And I was like, you got me. So I went to this group, and by the way, that's hilarious on its face. I went to a support group for guys with porn addictions. That's funny. It's funny, all of it. It's funny to be the guy who thought of it. That's hilarious. Being like, just the guy who jerking off to porn. That's never been invented before. And he's like, I need to talk to someone about this. I need a group of like-minded individuals with similar life experiences. The group itself was funny, dude. You've never seen so many guys try to avoid a subject so hard. It was also a funny crew, man. It was me. It was a 60-year-old black power lifter, a 29-year-old Latino farm worker, and a 35-year-old Indian programmer. We were like the fucking Avengers of perverts, dude. We could have been on like movie posters, just back to back. Coming in a sock near you. I'm Thor, except instead of a hammer, I'm holding a fleshlight. It's hilarious, bro. And I know you're getting it's uncomfortable to talk about, but I will say we were just as uncomfortable in the group as you guys are right now. We were all there for the same reason, and no one wanted to talk about it. The therapist, how was your week, Jonathan? He was like, oh, it was pretty good. I went to work and I worked out quite a bit and I walked my dog. The therapist always gets you back on track. Did you watch any porn? Yeah, quite a bit. I could not stop. It's ruining my life. And I was in the group for the same reason, and I was still like, ew, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's not an addiction. It's a compulsive behavior you can't stop doing. You're a freak, dude. Get help. Not here. Get help other places. But I will say, over time, we got comfortable with each other over the course of months. We started opening up in a way that you can't open up. As a guy, you're not supposed to share your feelings like that. You're not supposed to be vulnerable in that way. And this was the first time I was ever able to do that in that group. And it was crazy. Like, over the course of the months, I was like, wow, I think I'm closer to these guys than anyone else in my life. Over the time, I was like, these are my people. And that sucks. That sucks when you find your people and they're fucking addicted to porn. I was hoping NBA players or a rock band. No, it's it's the jerk-off gang. It's the fapping fellas. Those are my guys. And that's home. And now when I jerk off, I'm never alone. By the way, it's so funny how this set starts. I'm like, dating is fucking hard. And by the end of this set, you're like, I see why it might be hard for this guy. That checks out. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I don't know. I'll do